Welcome to Spaghetti on the Wall. I'm your host, Armando Leduc. We're here to explore the realms of business, marketing, and life. Ready to make ideas stick and grow them into something great? Let's dive in.
Welcome to the Managing Partners Podcast, where law firm leaders learn to think bigger. I'm Kevin Daisy. Let's jump in.
Hi, I'm Brian DeJoles, and you're watching the Duos Podcast with Spaghetti on the Wall and the Managing Partners Podcast. And we are live at the NTL Summit in Miami. And I'm standing with Emmanuel Olawale. Thank you so much for being here, Emmanuel.
Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure. And tell the viewers out there, where are you based out of?
I am from Westerville, Ohio, and right now it's really cold in Ohio. When I left, it was about 14 degrees, and it's real warm in Miami.
That's tough. Well, we're so happy you can make it here. You told me it took you 2 days to get down here because flights kept getting canceled.
We did, yes, and at some point I got stuck in the snow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, and tell the people out there, what field of law do you practice in?
I am an immigrant rights attorney, so I handle a lot of immigration cases. I also take on personal injury cases too, but I deal with a lot of immigrant rights cases.
Wow. And what sort of inspired you, or how did you find yourself in the field of immigration law?
I don't know if I found myself there. I would say the practice found me.
Okay.
Because I'm a first-generation immigrant from Nigeria. I came to the United States without a dime in my pocket when I was 20 years old. And America gave me the opportunity to go to college, go to law school, and become an attorney. So when I become an attorney, I think the best way for me to channel that was through immigration law, because a lot of these immigrants keep coming to me, asking me to represent them.
Yeah.
So after a while, even though I was working for another firm, just practicing immigration law, practicing personal injury, when I keep getting all these calls for immigration cases, I felt the calling.
Yeah.
And I answered. So that's how I ended up practicing immigration law.
That's fantastic. And what can you tell me? Because I'm not so familiar with immigration law. What can you tell me about it?
Oh, right now, immigration is everything happening in our nation right now.
Yeah.
It's all about immigration.
Yes.
ICE arrest, ICE detention. You know, we are the people that stands between ICE agents and detention, that stands between deportation and staying, that stand between reuniting a family and keeping them apart. So as immigration rights attorney, we stand the gap to make sure there's due process, that people come in legally, and that people who are here legally get to stay.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that sounds certainly like a heartfelt thing, if people are being separated from their families and everything. So hopefully to be able to keep them together and it's amazing.
Yeah. And sometimes too, immigrants also get injured. So when they get injured, they call people like us to help them with their injury cases, get restoration for them, get them justice, and get them well compensated.
Yeah.
But ultimately, what I do as an immigrant rights attorney is to make sure that immigrants' rights are protected.
Absolutely. And like you said, there are a lot of things going on between ICE and different laws being put in place. For immigrants, have you seen them as more challenges for your practice, or how has it felt on your end with these new things being implemented?
It just becomes a situation for attorneys to figure out what is going on daily, because the laws keep changing. Because every time you get ready for this, then they change the law. But immigrants are resilient. And as the attorney, you have to be adaptable, because you know how easy or hard it is for someone to leave everything they've ever known, come over to the United States to start afresh. If you are able to make that mental, physical decision to come to a land that, you probably doesn't speak the language, trust me, there's hardly anything you can't take on.
I believe it.
So you have to adapt.
Absolutely. But that is, it seems like it would be very challenging, like daily, where they're just kind of changing these laws for you to keep up with it. But I appreciate that you are dedicated and resilient.
Thank you.
Yeah, and
Thank
committed to doing it. So great job.
So
while you're here at the summit, what do you hope to take away here? What would a win look like for you?
A win at the summit for me is having conversations like this, meeting people like you, connecting with like-minded, because this place is filled with what I call a conglomerate of wisdom. People's experiences, what they've learned, how they've grown their practice, where their challenges are. I learned more with one-on-one experiences, having deep conversations like this,
Yeah.
and in the classroom. So my win here is getting to meet people and learning from them.
Definitely. And so when you've been out there talking to other attorneys, have you seen different themes come up again and again? And if so, like what might some of those things be that have been preached at the summit here?
I think currently everyone is trying to adapt to AI,
Yes.
because that's the main conversation, main things that a lot of attorneys are talking about. How do I streamline my practice? How do I become more efficient? How do I use AI to a point where it is efficient, but at the same time, I'm not violating any ethical rules?
Yes.
So AI is the biggest thing right now in legal practice.
I've noticed the same theme. And have you been implementing any AI within your business?
Yes.
What does that look like?
Right now we're using Lexis AI, and it's really been very helpful.
That's fantastic. Has it been able to maybe increase strategies or maybe streamline things more easily for you guys, or maybe help build defenses?
It helps to streamline things. It's more efficient, especially when it comes to researchers and looking up cases to make sure that you are not citing cases that doesn't exist. It has really helped tremendously.
Oh, that's fantastic. Somebody else was telling me how, like, even I think it was maybe the discovery phase. You have to forgive me, I'm not an attorney myself, but where they'll just get all these documents and it really streamlines the process for like what used to take weeks or months is like now only a couple of days, if that.
Yeah, it's also very good for document review.
Yes.
And summarizing documents. Yes.
Wonderful. And so moving into 2026, what are you most excited about in your field or within your business?
What I'm most excited about this year is about helping more people. Right now, especially with what we are facing in this nation, where immigrants are seen as the scapegoat, where everything going on is on immigrants, where we stopping people on the street, regardless of whether they were born here, where we are discriminating by accent. It is my hope this year to be able to help a lot of people in fear. People who are afraid to come out of their houses, people who have come here legally, but are afraid because of their due process have been violated. So I'm really excited to stand up for justice, to make sure we're like a flowing river. The arc of justice does bend, but sometimes it takes repeated effort for it to bend to where we want it to. So I'm looking forward to helping a lot of people this year.
Well said, Emmanuel. As a fun question, what is a skill set that you have, or maybe a hobby that's not listed on your LinkedIn that people may be surprised to find out about?
Oh, I have a lot of hobbies, but
Do you?
well, I love to write. I love to spend time at the beach. I love nature, and I love to travel.
That's wonderful. What do you typically like to write? Is it just journaling practice, or you
Yeah, I know.
more like in terms of books or articles?
I'm an author of 2 books. I've
Wow.
written a memoir called The Flavor of Favor, Quest for the American Dream. I also wrote a memoir about starting and building a law practice without breaking the bank. And I'm currently working on my 3rd book.
Congratulations. What's that going to be
Thank you.
about?
It's going to be about making your dreams come true. It's going to be about manifestation, because my life has been about manifesting what I wanted. Standing here today was a dream I've had in the past. Nothing happens by accident, because the universe will always collude to make things happen to you, to make things happen for you. Things don't happen to you.
We could have done a whole podcast just on that alone. That's really awesome. And where can people find those books out there?
You can find them on Amazon, and they are also available at the library, and you can also get them on Barnes and Noble. Again, the flavor of favor quest for the American dream. Or just type in my name, Emmanuel Olawale, Olawale.
Excellent. And before I let you go, where can people find you or follow you on social medias or find your law practice?
You can find me on LinkedIn. It's the same name, Emmanuel Olawale. I'm also available on Facebook. I'm available on Instagram, Emmanuel Olawale _Esquire. Thank you.
Emmanuel, thank you so much for sharing all that with us and the great things that you're doing in immigration law. And thank you guys for watching and listening out there to the Duos podcast, Spaghetti on the Wall, and the Managing Partners podcast. It's been quite a day over here, but thank you guys for watching, and sponsored by LeDuc Entertainment for all your podcasting needs.
Thank you.